Buckle up F1 fans, because we got some spicy drama on the track. Red Bull's top dog, Helmut Marko, is throwing accusations at Mercedes and the FIA like they're dodging traffic on a hairpin turn. According to Marko, the powers that be are using some sneaky manipulative tricks to try and slow down Red Bull's domination of the F1 circuit. And if that wasn't enough to get your engines revving, he's also claiming that the FIA's recent decision to shorten the DRS zones in the last two F1 races was all part of a cunning plan to level the playing field for Mercedes. But wait, there's more. Some F1 fans have been grumbling that Red Bull's success is ruining the sport, but Marko isn't having any of it. He reckons those claims are about as reliable as a used car salesman's promises. So get ready to put the pedal to the metal as we dive into the high-octane world of F1 drama. Hold on to your hats, folks, because Red Bull Racing is on a rampage. They've been mowing down the competition with their supercharged RB19 car, leaving all other teams in their rearview mirror. Winning 5 races in a row is no easy feat, but Red Bull has made it look like a piece of cake. I mean, they're making their opponents feel like they're driving in reverse. The secret to their success? Well, it's no secret that the RB19 is an engineering masterpiece. But one of the most significant weapons in their arsenal is their drag reduction system, DRS, which is so powerful it makes other teams' DRS look like a toy car's wing. It's like they've installed rocket boosters on their car or something. Even the FIA's decision to shorten the DRS zones in the last 2 races couldn't slow them down. They're like a runaway train, except that they're not off the rails, they're just leaving everyone else in the dust. I bet the other teams are scratching their heads wondering what sorcery Red Bull has concocted in their garage. Speaking of scratching heads, did you see the look on Fernando Alonso's face after the Miami race? He was probably thinking, what the heck do I have to do to catch these guys? He finished 26 seconds behind Verstappen, who was driving a Red Bull, mind you. And let's not forget Hamilton and Leclerc, who finished nearly a minute behind the race winner. That's like an eternity in the racing world. So if you're a Red Bull fan, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. They're in the driver's seat, and they're not planning on letting anyone else take the wheel. And if you're a fan of any other team, well, I suggest you start praying for a miracle. Or maybe just put your racing gear on eBay and call it a day. Because it looks like Red Bull's going to be flying high for a while. Well, it seems like the drama in the world of F1 never stops. Accusations are flying left and right, and it seems like everyone is pointing fingers at each other. The latest scandal involves Mercedes and the FIA, and it's causing quite a stir in the paddock. Helmut Marko, the Red Bull Motorsport advisor, seems to be particularly fired up about this issue. He believes that the FIA's decision to shorten the DRS zones was a ploy to help Mercedes catch up to Red Bull. And if you're not familiar with DRS, it stands for Drag Reduction System. Essentially, it's a feature that allows drivers to go faster by opening a flap on their rear wing. But according to Marko, Mercedes has been moaning to the FIA about this feature, and as a result, the FIA has made changes that would favour Mercedes. Marko seems to think that Mercedes should stop worrying about Red Bull's success and focus on improving their own car. Ouch, shots fired. Now, we can't say for sure whether Marko's accusations are true or not, but one thing's for sure, the tension between Mercedes and Red Bull is palpable. It's like a schoolyard brawl, but with million-dollar cars and drivers that can reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour. And it's not the first time that teams have accused each other of foul play in Formula 1, and it certainly won't be the last. But hey, at least it keeps things interesting. Who needs soap operas when you've got F1 drama? In any case, we can only hope that Mercedes and Red Bull will settle their differences on the track. It's time to put those accusations to rest and let the drivers do what they do best, race. So let's just hope they don't get too caught up in the drama and forget that the ultimate goal is to win the championship. As they say, it ain't over till it's over. Alright, let's talk about Red Bull's dominance in F1. Sure, some fans have been complaining about it, but come on, let's not be sore losers here. It's not like Red Bull has some magical potion that gives them an unfair advantage on the track. Unless you count Red Bull energy drink, then maybe they do have a secret ingredient. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's motorsport advisor, argues that claims of Red Bull's dominance ruining the sport are baseless. He believes that this is simply a coping mechanism for fans of rival teams who are struggling to keep up with the current front runners. Look, we get it. Losing sucks. But let's give credit where credit is due. Red Bull is just crushing it right now. And let's not forget that this kind of dominance is not new in F1. In fact, it's a pretty common occurrence throughout the history of the sport. Remember the days when Schumacher was dominating the track, or when Hamilton was winning almost everything? It happens, and it's just a part of the sport. But what's most important than who's winning on the track is the amount of access given off it, and Red Bull is doing a fantastic job in this aspect. The Drive to Survive program has brought in a whole new fan base to the sport. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch a bunch of adrenaline-fueled drivers zooming around the track at breakneck speeds? And if you're not into that, at least you can enjoy the drama and the behind-the-scenes look at the teams and drivers. So let's not get too hung up on Red Bull's dominance. Instead, let's appreciate the sport for what it is and enjoy the ride. Who knows, maybe in a few years we'll be talking about a new team dominating the track, or maybe Red Bull will continue their reign of terror. Either way, we're in for a wild ride. Cheers to that. And there you have it, folks. And if you're a fan of F1, don't worry about Red Bull's dominance. As Helmut Marko says, it's just part of the sport's history. Plus, if you're really looking for some excitement, just wait for the next Drive to Survive season to come out. Who knows what kind of drama and action will unfold. So keep your engines revved up, folks, because the next race is just around the corner. Who knows what kind of surprises and drama it will bring. Just remember to buckle up and enjoy the ride.